Alright, I just freed the Goron, and we're going to get this key, and we're going to open our last, I think the last small key that we have. The next thing we have to do, and actually I want to do it this way. We played the Song of Time for a reason, actually. We're going to hop up on here, and remember we had to get the pillar back to the room right before the boss room. Well, this is what we're going to do. That pillar is right here. So if you stand on top of it and you knock it down, it'll take you all the way down, and you're going to take some damage, so you want to try to roll forward if you can, which actually I guess I didn't have to. We're going to head back out because we still don't have the boss key yet, so we can't get in and fight Volvagia yet. Alright, so we're going to come down here, and I think it's not here. I think there's something in this room, actually. I usually forget to look. Oh yeah, this is where we need to go, but we can't do that yet. That's where the boss key is, so you can actually see it. But right here, you'll remember we smacked the statues out of the way earlier. Let's try that. Oh, I'm not gonna worry about you. Head back in here, and these guys, if you smack your hammer on the ground, they will all flip upside down. I think they'll stay that way actually for a while, or maybe permanently. I don't remember how long they stay that way. They might stay that way the whole time. Alright, we're gonna come back in here. There's another tile room with another Skultulla and another, like. That's what those things are called. Those are the ones that eat your shield and your tunic, so be very careful. And I think you can actually use the bigger hammer on her, or the Megaton hammer on them, and they'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and smack the Skultulla with my hammer as well, just because, just for good measure. So we'll head out here, and what do you know? Another familiar face. I'm gonna go ahead and equip my bombs. I'm gonna switch these real fast. This guy's just like the other one, just as easy, just as annoying. However, we now have the ability to use the Megaton hammer on him. Now he's really fast, so you want to be quick. You can only hit him about once, so sometimes it helps to jump attack him. You can do a little bit more damage that way. Because remember, anytime you jump attack, that's a attack that's twice as strong as a normal attack. So, for instance, I didn't ever figure out exactly how much stronger the Bigoron sword is than the Master Sword. Not yet. Well, I'm not referring to that. The Megaton hammer is compared to the Master Sword. I know that the Bigoron sword is twice as strong as the Master Sword. So a jump attack with the Bigoron sword would be 4 times as strong as a normal strike with the Master Sword. So you could finish off a boss a lot quicker. We might actually have to hit him with the sword, because it doesn't seem like it's doing any damage to him. Yeah. Because after one hit, he automatically went back in, so... Sometimes jump slashes, or, spin attacks will work real well. And see, he's green now, so we're almost done. There we go. You'll want to get out of the way again. Now we have one more thing to do, and that's collect the boss key. So we're going to go ahead and grab this real fast. And I think that's another key, but I can't remember. It might just be bombs, of course. Um, go ahead and go in here. Nope, this is where we just were. Helps if I pay attention. We'll go down here, and this will allow us to open the boss door, or the door with the boss key. I'm not going to talk to this last Goron because he just says you gotta save this, so I'm just going to ignore him. Now, how many empty bottles do I have? I've got 3. I'm going to go ahead and save that empty bottle because I really don't. You want to make sure you're going to need your bottles here in a minute because we're going to have to do something with them. So we're going to head back into the boss room, or towards the boss room. What I'm going to do, actually I'm not going to worry about it because I can handle it, but if you want extra fairies, they're over here. You can see them. They're in the pots up there. Maybe. They're somewhere around here. Yeah, they're over there. So anyways, this is the boss room. Volvagia, however you want to say it. That's the boss for the Fire Temple. He's pretty easy. You just have to hit him with the Megaton Hammer a million times. Which, if you can do 5 jump attacks, you can beat him that way, or you can beat him with 10 regular attacks. I usually do the jump attacks just to save some time. And if you want to ever do a speed run, it's always good practice to jump attack your bosses. Gets them out of the way a lot faster. Now, the first time that he does it, you're going to see where she's coming out of that first time. You can jump attack her, and then this counts as 1. Because the first one just stuns her. I don't know if you can attack her when she gets close. And I'm probably gonna die. It's okay, I have fairies. Yeah, this boss can be a pain in the ass if you're. I don't think you can actually hit the boss while she's doing that little circle thing. So usually it's just best to put your pull your sword out and use your shield. But either way, once again, pay attention to the ground. You'll see about where it's gonna appear. And always try to backflip, and then because that puts you in about the perfect spot. And I think it's technically possible to beat this dungeon with the Master Sword or the Big Goron Sword if you've gotten that far. But you have to have at least 1 hit with the Megaton Hammer, or else the boss will not die. If you stay away from the holes, you should be able to avoid all of the boulders. So. After you hit her twice, 2 little fire pits are going to start lighting up instead of just the 1. And this is the longest part of it all, so. Just waiting for her to, do her thing. And oh wow, I guess you can damage the boss with arrows. I never actually tried that. I was just curious. And then after a while, she'll start doing it multiple times. Hopefully this will kill her. There we go. So sometimes you can get away with doing it 4 times. It just depends. And this is my favorite boss actually in the entire game. I like it. Just it's kind of simple. Plus, it's a dragon. You can't go wrong with a dragon. Sorry about that, guys. Once again, if you guys didn't already know, I'm playing on my computer, and I'm using an emulator, so sometimes stuff like that will pop up, and I'll try to keep it to a minimum. But anyways, we're going to step in this little portal, and I'm not going to go ahead and skip this cutscene, so. Because, it's kind of essential to the story. But as you can see, the volcano is no longer, a threat to Kakariko Village. So we've beaten the first two temples, and we now have half of the required medallions to go confront Ganon. Talks about you being a real man, and uh, he's the great sage of fire, which is kind of, a no-brainer. You've met all of the sages minus one at this point. Of course, you did not meet Rauru as a child, but the other five you do meet technically as a kid. If you play the game correctly all the way through. Um, what you the one you haven't met yet is the one for the Spirit Temple, but we'll get there. We still got to do the Water Temple, and most people do the Spirit Temple before they do the Shadow Temple. I'm probably going to do the Spirit Temple last, just because that's how I've always done it. I might do it opposite order. I haven't quite figured it out. I remember the guide I used to have. It told you to do the Spirit Temple last, just because. Um, when you go to the Kakariko Village to get to the well, it tells you to do that anyway. Alright, from here, we're going to go across this bridge. And I'm going to use my hook shot. And I'm going to try to be quick, because I've only got about 3 minutes left on my video. So, I really don't want to, end it here. This will take me to the Goron City, This isn't where I want to go. Alright, from here, you can see that there's a rock. Just smash it a couple times with your hammer and step on in. This is going to give you the double magic meter. We'll need my ocarina. And go ahead and quickly play the lullaby. The next thing we're going to do before we head to the next temple, there's not really a whole lot to collect. There's a few, but actually the collecting we're doing literally right now. And then we're going to go on a little bit of a ghost hunt. So, we're doing all this in order to get another bottle. And the bottles don't seem like such a big deal, and they're really not. This part is completely optional. You don't have to do this in order to beat the game. But if you want to beat it 100% completion, like I said, this guide is gonna get you there. This has doubled your magic, so everything is you're gonna be able to cast more spells. And anytime you're injured or something, you can come back in here, and she will fill up your magic and your health. So it's kind of nice to know that. From here, we're going to head to the right, and we're headed to the Death Mountain Valley. So once again, smack them with that. Once you get the silver gauntlets, you can also pick those up, but we won't get those till like the end of the game. So it's kind of, wasted knowledge, but no, it's not here. We have to actually go outside, I think. Yeah, we're gonna come over here. And there's gonna be a boulder here at night, so we're gonna play the sun song. You come over here, you can hear one of the boulders has a Skultulla under it, right there. Gonna go ahead and grab it, and then hopefully I can be quick. I'm just gonna teleport to the next one, that way I can see some time. Not teleport, edit out, so I'll be back. Alright, right here is where the last Skultulla is. I'm gonna have to be quick. I've got like 10 seconds. Alright, from here, we're gonna go start that ghost hunt. So I will meet you guys at the Hyrule in front of Hyrule Castle, if I can get it up. See ya.